Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave, episode 32. For this episode, I've chosen a video game that I felt like playing for a while, and when I got this game, I got it with a whole pile of games, so I didn't really play it too much. I think I just kind of put it on to see if it worked, and then I turned it off, and I didn't bother with it. And that is Joust for the 7800. But not only am I going to look at Joust for the 7800, I'm also going to look at Joust for the 2600. Now, obviously, that's for the older system, so there's going to be a much different game look and feel and play. But, you know, I would just like to compare the two and see how they hold up against each other. Now, obviously, the 7800 is not going to be a fair comparison because it's like comparing the classic Atari to a Nintendo at this kind of level. But anyways. I just wanted to look and see, just play them and see what the real differences are. And if there really is a difference, I mean, maybe there isn't. I don't have much experience on this one. But yeah, I'm going to have to fire up the old 7800. That's this guy right here. Because this will play both games. It'll play the 2600, it'll play the 7800. So why not just plug this guy in and take it for a ride. The other thing is, I'm going to be using the 7800 controller. This is the one that came packaged with the system. Much different controller than your typical joystick controller that you're used to with the Atari. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, let's play some Joust. Now I'm going to use the controller that came with the 7800 as to oppose with my normal 2600 classic controller. I'm not sure if I like this controller or not. I don't mind it. I just find it a little bit hard to continuously hold the way it's shaped. It's kind of shaped like a door wedge. Oh. Now this game, it's got some skill to it because of the way the physics work. I mean, you really have to figure out how to properly control this ostrich knight guy. Overall, the graphics I think are great. I mean, I think this is one of those games where the graphics are, pretty decent for the Atari 2600. And I'm just getting my butt handed to me. Let's try that again, shall we? Try a better game. You have to keep pushing the buttons to the fire button anyways, to keep him afloat, and then you can kind of just let him glide. And he bounces quite a bit. Now, object is to try and hit the buzzard knight higher than they are. Get up now. And then collect the egg. That would be your jousting. And if you hit them exactly in the middle, each one at the same level, they just kind of bounce off each other. And there's a pterodactyl. I just ran right into him. Bouncing off of these things. Each level you get a different kind of layout, and some of these, I don't know, ledges or whatever I'm walking on, like right now, just kind of disappear. And eventually that lava pool down there will open up, and you'll be in danger of falling into that lava. Oh. Well, let's see if I have better luck on the 7800 version. Now, obviously, we're on the 7800 now, and graphics are going to be much better. The graphic capabilities of the 7800 are very similar to the Nintendo. Compare it to Joust. Right away, you can see, I mean, right there, the graphics are completely different. But I kind of like the 2600 graphics. I think they're nice and simple. These are simple too. I mean, there's nothing complex about it. It's weird that the egg just fell like that too. Kind of did it a little bit different. In the 2600, they were always floating around like a ping pong ball. This one, obviously, a little bit different. Oh, now they're bouncing around. I mean, the level design is very much the same. You know, short of the difference in the graphics, I mean, the gameplay is almost the same. Although this feels kind of, I don't know, this feels a little bit faster to me too. I'm not playing as terrible as I was. Well, that pterodactyl moves at a different rate. It moves up and down too. In the 2600, it just kind of comes in at the one side. And, oh, it's after me or something. I know there's like a bonus wave too if you get to. Yeah, they're everywhere. So the lava pits have opened. Now I'm in danger of that. I've only really had experience playing this on the 2600 and on the Commodore 64. So playing this on the 7800 is a much different feel. Especially using this terrible joystick. Although some people do like it, but yes. I know the only reason really why to use the 7800 joystick is because it does have the two different buttons, and the classic controller, classic joystick only has the one. So some games that are 7800 specific will not work. Oh, look at that. And I'm dead. Not a bad game, though. I mean, I could totally see this being a good time waster. Overall, though, I do think I like the 2600, but I'm not sure. I just love how they run and stop. It's like they're hitting the brakes. Come here. Oh, you turned around right away. Whoa. Just jousted two of them at the same time. This is not an easy game. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people say this, but it's not exactly an easy game. It looks simple. And the concept is simple, but it's not an easy game. Well, there you have it. Joust for the Atari 2600, Joust for the 7800. I don't have it for any other system, so I couldn't really do any more comparisons on that. I think I might still have my Commodore 64 version in one of my discs, but you know, if you know anything about having a Commodore 64, you're probably aware that you would have a disc with like 30-40 games on it, and you know, it wouldn't be labeled properly. You'd have to go through all your stuff. I'm not even going to bother with it. But anyways, these two games they're actually pretty fun. I used to play the 2600 version a lot when I first got my Atari, the Atari Junior, back in the, I think, 89, 90s, somewhere in there, and I got this. I got the Joust as a birthday present, and I played it a lot. It was surprisingly a fun game for the Atari, and you know, so comparing it to the 7800 version, you know, it's different. I don't know. I think I still like this version better. I think I like the 2600 version better. This one's kind of neat. It has, you know, the better graphics and all that. I don't know. I just didn't like the way that the way the eggs were going, and the pterodactyl swooping around like that was a little bit trickier. It made it more challenging for sure. But I think the 2600, I should say, has everything it needs to be a fun game. I can't really compare this to the arcade, obviously. I've never played it on the arcade. But I do think that it's worth playing for the 2600. The 7800, yeah, it's good too. But really not as not to me as memorable or as fun as playing the classic one anyways, the real Joust for the Atari. Anyways, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below if you're a fan of this one, the 78, or if you're a fan of the 2600, or what you even think, if you even played Joust in the arcades, what you think of the game, and what were your thoughts on, personally, do you think 2600 is better than the 7800? I don't know. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Talk to you later.